The Journey of Benevolence, written by Tracy R.L. O'Flaherty. The Journey of Benevolence was written to inspire all beings to find one's imagination, to find within compassion towards all beings, to extend kindness to another while discovering one's truth of who they are. For we are love underneath layers of human experience. We are love. We are light, so grand, held deep within to extend forward as one walks their journey of enlightenment. We are miracles creating miracles. We are miracles discovering miracles. We are miracles sharing miracles. For we are one. We are part of the whole. Divine creation is within all. Divine creation is the miracle that we all have within. The Journey of Benevolence has been written to share with others the innocence and grace of imagination, to become one with Mother Earth, and the character Ben represents each soul, as each soul, underneath layers of human experience, is light of compassion, light of kindness, light of wisdom, light of oneness, and a love so expansive, a love so grand, that each soul holds within the beauty of the journey of benevolence. The stories have been written through the love that I hold and share. This love is connected to divine creations. We are all one with one. We expand our greatness into the light of the universe, and the universe expands light upon us, and we dance in the oneness. This story is from Book 3, Knowing and Enlightenment. Story number 5, Mind Full of Miracles. On this beautiful, cool summer's day, I decided to head up to the top of the hillside along the forest to embrace the beauty of Mother Earth and to stand at the very top to witness the most magnificent view. The breeze was cool and the sun strong. I packed my backpack with the essentials and put on my hiking boots. Equipped with all things needed for the day, I headed for my journey to the top. As I approached the tall trees that made up the mighty forest, I could hear the breeze blow among the branches. I could hear the activity of little footsteps of the creatures, and I too was wanting to walk on the forest floor of cushioned pine needles. I gazed about the beauty and looked high up to the tops of the trees, and I could hear the many birds that called their grandest song. Ben, is that you? I heard a voice coming from one of the highest branches. It is me, I said, as I glanced up, squinting my eyes from the sun's rays. Down came the raven to chat. Ben, it has been a long while. I nodded my head. I was waiting for a cooler day to walk up the hillside, I replied. I notice you have your hiking boots on. I nodded. Ben, watch where you are walking. It's the time of year that the beetles like to come out of the ground. Oh, thank you for sharing. I do my best to be mindful of each step, but now I'll be sure to be on the lookout. The raven tipped his head and he flew up into the tops of the trees. I took notice how big my feet were to a tiny beetle. I would be a menace if I stepped on one, I thought to myself. Now, watching closely to each step, I heard another one call out, Ben, it is nice to see you today. I looked to see the groundhog sitting by his hole. Hello, Mr. Groundhog. I replied with happiness. It has been a while. He nodded. I'm just soaking up the sunshine today, Ben. I looked up as the rays beamed through the tall trees. It is a perfect day. Ben, it's a good thing you are wearing long sleeves. The mosquitoes are out today looking for a place to have lunch. Lunch meaning you. I smiled, and I said that I had noticed a few flying around my head as I walked. Ben, the best thing you can do with a mosquito is to ignore it. The more you try and get rid of it, the more they want to have lunch. The movement of your hand swaying them away only creates more activity to them to focus on. Just keep walking when they are with you. They won't follow for too long. Thank you for the great tip, I said, as I headed up the hillside of the forest, still being mindful of my footsteps. I knew I was about halfway to my destination when I decided to sit and take a break. I placed my bag down along an old log, then I sat. I unzipped the bag and retrieved a bottle of water when the most magnificent butterfly came and landed right beside me. Hello, I said in a whisper, admiring her beauty. Hello, she replied in the most loving voice. Where are you headed? She asked, knowing I was on my way to somewhere. I'm going to the top of the hillside to explore the greatest view. I love it there, she replied with joy. Would you like to join me? I can make it really easy for you, and you can just sit on my shoulder and we can go there together. Oh, Ben, that would be such a pleasure. It is a long way for me to go alone, but with your help, I can see the beauty of the world once again. Okay, I'm ready. And as I placed the bottle back into the backpack and then onto my back, she found her way to my shoulder. Are you ready? Oh, yes, Ben, I am so eager. What a great surprise today. We walked along talking about the trees and the animals that live in the forest. She talked about having wings to fly, and I talked about writing in my journal of all the miracles that happen each day. Do you think miracles happen each day? She asked in a caring tone. Oh, yes. Each day is a miracle. We just don't always notice what has been given by the grand universe. She got closer to my shirt collar. Please, tell me what you mean. I thought a miracle perhaps only happens once in a lifetime, if ever. I thought miracles only happen in a time of need. Oh, no, I said, understanding exactly where the little one arrived at her thoughts. No, miracles happen each day. She got a little closer and asked me to share my last miracle that I experienced. I pondered what she was asking. She wanted to know how I could experience everyday miracles when she was convinced that miracles are rare. Well, I said, I have the most magnificent butterfly sitting on my shoulder. She blushed. Ben, that's not a miracle. Oh, I think it is, I responded. But we met in the forest, so how can it be a miracle? See, little one, that's where ones lose sight of the miracle. Ones tend to diminish the greatness of all things that Mother Earth has shared. You are a miracle. She looked at herself. I am? Most certainly. You are a magnificent miracle. I never considered that. Does everyone have wings? No, she shook her head. You are rare. You are unique and beautiful because you are who you are. Look at the grandness that surrounds us. What if each tree was a miracle? What if the sun was the great miracle that is shared each day? Where would we be without the sun? What if the bright sky was a miracle? The stars you wish upon, the moon to gaze upon, all miracles of creation. The little one nodded her head. You are right, Ben. There are miracles around us everywhere we look. The flowers are miracles. You are a miracle. The water you drink, all a miracle. I nodded my head. Now you can understand how miracles happen each day. But let's take it one step further. You mentioned that you felt miracles only happen in times of need. They do, but they also happen in times of abundance. The key to receiving miracles is to be a miracle offering miracles. She studied my expression, and it was a little confusing for her. May you repeat that? I don't fully understand. You are a miracle? She agreed. You can offer a miracle? But how, Ben? What can I offer? Your brilliant self. Myself? Yes, yourself. We are walking along today, sharing great conversation and going to a place that makes our hearts sing. Are you able to see that you are a miracle, giving a miracle to me? But Ben, I'm not that special. Ah, but we just decided that you were. We know that you are a magnificent miracle. She nodded shyly again. So when you extend kindness to another, compassion to another, love to another, you are offering all what you are made of, what is held inside of all that you are. Her face lit up, now understanding what I was sharing. Look, I said, and I pointed to the vastness of the sky that surrounded us. We have made it to the top. She gazed around, and the view was breathtaking. We each took a deep inhale of the fresh, crisp air and embraced all things that we could see, hear, feel, and touch. This is a miracle, she whispered. I nodded my head, and we just absorbed the magnificence that surrounded us in silence. There were no words, just complete peacefulness and adoration of the miracles of Mother Earth. I belong here, she whispered. You belong here, and together we created all that is good to be part of this experience. I nodded in silence again. Ben, I understand now. Each day that we experience, we can give love to ourselves and to others. That is the miracle and the beginning of great creations. Ben, I'm going to take flight from here. Thank you for sharing yourself with me today. You have given me a great gift today, Ben. You have shown me the best of who I am. She walked to the tip of my finger, and as I held my hand up towards the heavens, she took flight. I watched as she danced among the beauty until she was out of my sight. As I gazed into the clearness of the sky, I heard my inner voice whisper, You are a miracle creating miracles. You are a miracle embracing miracles. And you are the miracle noticing miracles. With that, I started back home, being mindful of my footing, mindful of all creatures, and then realized that when we embrace each being for who they are, we embrace ourselves for who we are. Love and compassion is the key to greatness, and when one experiences troubles, hurdles, and heartache, remember the mosquito. Just keep walking without resistance. Walk in the direction of your heart, And just like the mosquito, your troubles will stop following you. Know you are a miracle. Know to let go of yesterday and be mindful of others as you take each step. And you will find yourself on the top of your mountain, inhaling all that you are meant to be. You are a creation of divine creation, a miracle creating miracles.